Hi, I'm Martin Delamo. I'm a choreographer and dancer. And for the last 2 weeks, I facilitated a research residency at PYT and Cricket Park. There was a partnership between those two organizations. And the idea of the project was to have three artists, dance artists from Western Sydney, conduct their own research, but also in relation to each other and have an artistic exchange. And we're here with the artists, and I just let you introduce yourselves. Let's start with this.
Hi, I'm Neda Taha. I'm a dancer in a hip hop group, and I'm also an actor in theatre projects.
Hi guys, my name's Elian Ronas and I'm a dancer and choreographer in the realm of hip hop and ballroom.
I'm Anna Kuroda. I'm a dancer and choreographer. I practice my own movement.
This residency was very much about talking about your individual practices and how there might be similarities and differences between them. Can you just briefly talk about what your practice is and what it entails?
So I work with sound and multimedia artist, and I collaborate with him often to find the boundaries within the genres. So using my body movement, I collaborate with interdisciplinary collaboration, find something new. Yes, that's kind of what I practice.
For me, I have a dance company called The Pioneers, and we explore dance styles within the hip hop realm under the hip hop umbrella, and it involves like different street styles such as whacking, vogue, old school hip hop grooves, so we just perform and explore the two different cultures as well. For me, myself, I explore two cultures within hip hop and ballroom because they are cultures themselves. Has a long history and just a lot of facets that come through those cultures and communities. And so I explore that and perform
For me, I guess, I'm a part of Pioneers Dance Group, so I've very much grown up with the influence of Elian. And I guess this project for me has been very much a process of trying to discover my own movement individually, and with the progression of trying to eventually get to being a choreographer. So, yeah.
And we're almost at the end of the 2-week residency. What would you say you've taken out of the residency? What are you taking away from it?
For me personally, it's been really interesting to work with Anna specifically, to have such a different perspective, and someone who works in such a different practice to what I normally work with has like very much opened like so many new doors to what movement is, because as hip hop dancers we very much are just like driven by the music and the culture of like where that stemmed from, whereas like working with Anna I found so many different like mediums to work with and different ways to view our bodies and how we move. So I guess that's kind of one of the biggest things that I've taken from it, and like how we all have these little niche cultures that we work around with, and how like exchanging that has like it's definitely shown in the practices that we've done and the exercises that we've run with each other.
And Anna, exchanging with both Elian and Neda, is there anything that during this residency you've learned about your own practice that maybe you didn't know before?
So much, Anna. It's interesting because you've been sharing many years together, although I found it very different. Like what they think interesting that, or what excites that what you feel like you're passionate about. I found it's very different, although you have been sharing the same thing. So it was really nice hearing how to got to here. And somehow you two crossed, but it's still pursue different things. But there is similarities. I found myself similarities in two of you too. So I thought it's such a value that the fact that we love dance, we can always connect together through our body. So that was really valuable to learn from you too.
And Ilana, what was it like working, so like, for example, with Anna coming from a very different movement background, and even though you share practice with Meta, but still having slightly different backgrounds, so what was it like working with people from different artistic backgrounds, and what has that taught you about your own practice? What has it taught you?
For me, working with Anna and Netta has been great. It's been very insightful. Anna brings a different connection to dance that I forget that I have, which is very personal and internal. So I've kind of drawn back over this project and had a lot of an internal look into why I do what I do. Because for me, what I do is for everyone else to view and it's to show. So working with Anna specifically, like she's taught me like, oh, like I can do things for myself and view my art how I want to, portray my art how I want it to be portrayed, not so much for show. And working with Netta as well, like we have worked together for so long, but are still so different. We have a different destiny in terms of this, you know, we're like this with each other.
But we're gonna leave it at that. It was a real pleasure working with you.